Hi, gang. It's Peter with Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Ring that bell so we can hang out. I've been so busy that normally I try working on a clever, thing to put down as my, in my little avatar, little thing about the live stream to come, and I couldn't think of anything clever. And I said, hey, that's okay. Hey, Chewy, what's up? Party can get going. So I couldn't come up with anything specifically clever. So I decided to do that. It's just been, busy, busy, busy. Beautiful day here in Missouri. We're getting our first rain in about 2 or 3 weeks. And it's not coming down that heavy, but it's good enough. Getting everything nice and moist. Means I'll end up having to mow the lawn this weekend. You know how that goes. You sort of like, I didn't have to do it this last weekend at all. It's dry as toast. You walk on the grass, you can hear it break. What's going on in the fish room? Hey, I want to show you something I got. My plecostomuses love it. Let me grab it. They just love it. And the guppies that are in the tank love it as well. And I'll do a video on this so you can see it. But I want it. Manes, tails, furs, and fins. Yeah, that was really cool, Chewy. Thanks for sending it to me. So I'm sort of like a hoarder of not only fish aquariums, but different types of foods. And I ran out of like a shrimp wafer, and I needed to get a protein type wafer. I have some of those shrimp pellets, which is not a great one. It's by Wardley, and that's great. But I like a wide variety of foods, mainly so my fish get full nutrition. So I rotate through stuff and all that. But I picked this up. I ran out of bags for shipping. So I got more bags from Ken's Fish, and Ken had this, and I thought I'd give it a try. Ken's Ultra Meat Wafers. And let's see, let me read what's in this thing. It is like glorious. Yeah, no, that's right. No, it had that sort of feel to it, Chewy. So the ingredients: fish meal, wheat, shrimp meal, krill meal, corn gluten meal, dried yeast, squid meal. Let me just tell you, I dropped one of these down there, and everybody, I mean, it was like the cichlids, not cichlids, I don't have cichlids in that tank. The plecostomuses were on it, the shrimp were on it, the guppies were on it. So there we go. Yeah, what's Bolo doing? Let me just tell you. So last week, last week I took Bolo out. I woke him up, took him for his walk, about a half hour before, and then he was like wanting to play and do all that sort of stuff. So I figured, well, maybe he'll sleep through, he's old. He'll sleep through the the live stream. Fighting chance. He's 13. He's gonna be 13 in about a month. Very well could be the case. He only likes lap time first thing in the morning. And once it gets to be about noon, good luck. He's in the back bedroom in a corner, curled under a couple of different places he likes going. So, yeah, well, here he is. He's sort of walking along. So today, I just thought, well, I'd leave him where he was at. So I took him he all of a sudden popped out probably about 20 minutes ago, like on cue, saying wanting to go for a walk. So I took him for a walk. It was raining, so he got his business done. He hates rain. Got him in. They wanted to play, so I played. I do this thing where I make him stay and then take a treat to the other part of the house, and I can't call him because he doesn't hear me. But you give him 30 seconds, he's on his way. He follows state reasonably well by the hand signal. And if he's in my eyesight, if I do like this, he'll come. So so I took him, I went and played his game with him, put him down. Now he's at my feet, but he's not asked to come up yet. Normally he'll scratch my leg when it's time to climb up. So we'll see what's going on. So these wafers, let me tell you, the Plecostomuses, the shrimp. And if you have a big tank where, like I have a tank of like 40 guppies, they're going to go nuts on this. Go absolute nuts. So I fed them at my lunch break this morning at 9 this morning. That's why I go to lunch. So I fed them, and it's like running behind this morning. So I normally give feeding at 4 a.m. But I didn't do that today. So they got that, and I fed them really well at 9, and I fed them a second time not too long ago, a little longer than I normally go, but I loaded them up with baby brine shrimp. I've got the Doug Gray high protein food. I've got a couple of different types of flakes. So I'll feed the guppies that right before I go to bed. So Bolo he sort of walked around here. He's not asked to come back up. Let's see if he's going to the kitchen. No. And I don't hear him drinking. So there you go. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know if I saw that. I didn't see Doug's comment. I may have seen the video. I saw a bunch of your videos. Chewy. Hey, Melvin. In the house. How are you? How are you? So how's your week kicking off? I have like the world's busiest week. So tomorrow, I go to work at 4. They have to do something for the company at 6:30, which means I'll get home about 9. So I'll take a break in the middle of the day and chill out. And then after that, I'm going to go and on Wednesday, I have to, my normal, get up for work at 3:45. I've got to be, I've got like a lunch appointment, and then I have an appointment late in the afternoon, and I'm going to be, pretty wiped. So I'll get home on Thursday afternoon. I'll do a shot or two of bourbon and go to sleep. Feed the fish. Yep. So Bolo's here. Hey, you want to come up? You want to come up? Everybody wants to see you. By the way, today's drink, blue cherry Gatorade. It's delicious. Refreshing for all the stress I go through in my daily life. My day is filled with physical activity, and you need to replace the sodium, the electrolytes in your body to keep you high energy. Gatorade, blue cherry. Available at your better convenience stores like the Casey's and the Come and Go. 7-Eleven, Super America, it's Wawa. Everybody's got blue cherry Gatorade. David Samsel, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. So what's going on in your fish room, gang? I'm just getting ready. I had some orders that came in all late yesterday. And I have the boxes built for everything, so I told them it'd be out on Tuesday. So yeah, so tomorrow I've got to pack up a couple orders of fish and get them over to the post office during my midday break. Yeah, it's good times. Hey, that Diet Dr. Pepper with cream soda. Yeah, I want to give that a shot. I keep hearing about it. You brought it up to me, Doug. It's one of my guys at in fact, the guy I'm going to go have lunch with on Wednesday. He's told me that's really, really good. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chewy. Even though I hate the Eagles, um, everything in our lives is sort of like the Hotel California. You choose a career, it's what you do. And you may love it, but you really can't change it. Especially once you get like some adult responsibilities, like, okay, a mortgage, some wife and kids, that type of thing. You're sort of doing what you're doing. Our hobbies, well, our fish hobby, you don't want to leave the fish too long. When I, take my jet to Paraguay to meet the next Mrs. Thiel, joking. You'll have to leave the fish for a few days. The dog, I can put him in doggy daycare. So there you go. Your platies are doing better. That salt worked for me. I'm glad. Yeah, the aquarium salt, it's, especially if your fish are not acting quite right and they're not, is that, use that as part of your treatment. It's usually helpful, especially with live bearers, whatever reason. I don't know what the whole deal is. So, and of course, I love the bald eagle, Doug Gray. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I hate the Eagles, the band. I like the Eagles of death metal. They're kind of nice. Let's see here. That proverb, what got you into the fish hobby? Oh, so it's black and white. Betta? Chewy, was it a betta? Angelfish? Think of black and white fish, and I haven't been drinking, so I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll tell you what, Melvin, I couldn't agree with you more. I am so sick of this. Well, that's kind of neat, Lumpy Dog. Have you done a video on that yet? I like that about putting sand in the pea gravel substrate. Oh, the skunk. The skunk. Chewy, I'm not being very imaginative tonight. Guppies and bettas means tails, furs, fur and fins. Yep. Oh, it's aquatic. Black and white. What's black and white and aquatic? Convict cichlid. Chewy, help me out here because I'm being for whatever reason I'm not thinking through real clearly. I must need more bourbon. Except it's too late in the day for me to have bourbon. So the whole deal about working with sand. See, I'm much more attracted to doing sand in the aquariums, trying that out, than I am working with a dirted tank. It's a Jeff with Valley Fish says he loves his dirted tank. It was in the news in 1964. I wasn't alive then, Chewy. for the first ever in captivity that my cousin worked with at the Vancouver Aquarium. Squid? The parrotfish? Ringo Starr? Yeah, I think that would be a good one there. David Bowie? Okay. So essentially, Chew, what you're saying is that you sort of have been an ichtologist for most of your life. Oh, a penguin. A penguin. Ah, there you go. Orca. All right. No, I have not petted an orca's tongue. I would actually kind of like it. I think they're amazing fish, amazing mammals. They're, the killer of the whales. I have Melvin. I'm not that worried about I have most of my tanks where I do have substrate. I have Eco Complete, which is sort of a lava, almost a black sand type of thing. And I don't worry about the scratching of the glass at the bottom because no one's ever going to see it. And so I don't worry about that much. Salmon eaters, second most endangered population in the world. Yeah, orcas are interesting to study. They're very interesting to study. I've watched a lot of TV shows on it. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, I sent it to voicemail. And I don't know. Oh, maybe I have. Absolutely. Yeah, the footage, some of the footage is absolutely fantastic. It's aliens. That's who's calling. I don't know. It's from a place I used to live. So it's probably, and it wasn't a number that I knew. So let it go to voicemail. And we'll see. We'll see if somebody left me a message. Not as of yet. Yeah, I lived in San Antonio for about 4 or 5 years. I liked it. It was just it was just sort of the stuff going on from there. Let's see, who's this from? 23 seconds. Didn't leave a message. Sad. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, we'll figure out who it was. They'll go through. I went and recorded up some bird footage. I added more bird feeders to the backyard, and I'm getting a lot of action, so that's kind of nice. Kind of nice all the way around. Yeah, orcas are great. Oh, you got your first guppies. Yeah, the aliens. The aliens, everybody. It's very well could be the case. I enjoy I enjoy watching the Ancient Aliens shows. I like watching them all. I'll tell you what is that I like getting into it. Hey, John Oliver, what up? It's good. That's good. Your cats love to watch the bird feeder footage on your laptop. I bet they do. Yeah, I added like a second uh, hummingbird feeder. Now I'm getting them going in, chasing each other around a little bit. It's kind of nice. John, how's everything going on in your thing? Any exciting guppies coming? You bring anything cool from Asia? So it's yeah, that's one of the things I'll be doing in my as I expand everything out. I'm still waiting for my hot stimulus money, and by the time I get the second stimulus money, I'll get the first. Of Stanley Park. Lumpy, you should show the cats that video of the squirrel flying in circles at the bottom of the bird feeder. You see, there you go. You know what? I by the way, my favorite news story in the last couple of years had to do with I think it was in Alabama. They were doing a meth bust on somebody, and apparently the guy who was the meth dealer, was giving meth to his attack squirrel. So they asked the law enforcement. Uh, they asked the law enforcement real quickly. Hey, what'd you do with the squirrel? Did you like allow it to come off the meth? And he goes, yeah, there's really no treatment system for squirrels. So we took him deep into the woods and let him loose. So that poor squirrel was coming off that meth. It's very good. Peter, it's just hard to clean out, especially if you find sand. Oh yeah, I get that. I agree with you on that. Here's what I do with it. Just I'll give you sort of what I do with that type of thing, Melvin. I just now my big aquariums I can't do that, but like a 20 high or 10-gallon aquarium, something like that. I pour in. I pour water in. I shake them upside down outside. It's all good. Big J's Fish Keeper, how you doing? And the deal is with it is, at least for me, um, I figure if you get most of it out, you're gonna be fine. If you change substrates or go to a different color or what have you, the one or a few pieces of the black, it's all gonna be at the way at the bottom. No one's gonna be able to see it. It's all good. Well, that's what we do here. It's all about learning, Chewy. It's going through and learning about better ways to make sure the water is in good shape, better ways of water changes and doing all that sort of stuff. Speaking of that, I got to do some water changes. Maybe tomorrow during my midday respite, I'll do that. As soon as we're done with tonight's live stream, I've got to put the insulation in my shipment boxes that are going out tomorrow. Yeah, Doug Gray, you probably could raise discus in there. It's interesting to know, Lumpy. No, that's helpful. Yeah, when I was in Little Rock, the water was very soft, and if I would have ended up staying there, I probably would have done discus because we're talking about pH of like 6'5", 6'6", pretty low. So there you go. Yeah, well water, that's good. Yeah, Little Rock, their water comes from a lake that has almost, from what I understand, no minerals in it whatsoever. So, of course, what I did for my guppies is I added crushed coral to everything. Worked out great. Right now, I have a bucket of crushed coral, and I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, Rift Valley, rock hard, Lake Malawi water. Yeah, for instance, when I was in Alabama, it was very hard. Minnesota, very hard water. Yeah, the deal is that pick up a 20-pound bag of crushed coral and get those media bags, zip up media bags, put it in there. If all of a sudden, as you're treating your water, you throw that in there, it'll raise your pH real nicely. I mean, it worked great for me. It worked absolutely great. And my first couple of aquariums, I did not put it in media bags. That was a mistake. But I put it in media bags as I went through. It was fantastic. Did a great job. Now, is this in all your tanks, Lumpy, or is it tanks with one particular substrate? I'm curious about that. Just curious at how that went. Like that. Okay. Yeah, where is Kaler? Ankle bracelets off. He's on the road. He's driving to Philadelphia looking for you, Doug Gray. It's yeah, I've never had to lower my pH because I've always had higher pH type stuff. But yeah, I understand that about peat moss. Not and now cedarwood, I've not heard about that, but I've not gotten into it mainly because my beloved discus thing is never. The discus and the bettas are the two temptations. Bob Kaler in the house. All right, very good. Well, it's I would check to see if any guppies were stolen. That's interesting. Now, I have a question. The almond leaves, which a lot of people put in their aquariums for tannins, does that affect the pH in any way at all, or is that just add a little it gives you a little more brown water? How does that work? So it doesn't lower it, or does it lower it, Chewy? Is that what the deal is? Ah, it eliminates the mineral hardness. You know, only the pH. Does not eliminate the mineral hardness, only the pH. Okay, it's fair enough. So Bolo, by the way, has been just walking around here, hasn't settled in. Well, he's laying down on the other side of the computer. Yep, tannins are organics. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I have not gotten into doing the small egg scatters. Um, but I'm sure I will. Sometime I will. I don't know if I'll do cardinals. I'll probably do something, a little more basic for my first run. Yeah, Bolo could be looking for his chicks. Dog in the neighborhood made a mistake the other day. He batted Bolo. Yeah, and, probably about a 50-pound dog. Bolo is, 7 pounds. Bolo had to take care of business. He quickly moved that dog around and told him who was boss. And that's the way it goes through. Anthony's fishy friends. How's the pole dancing going, buddy? How's the pole dancing? Tampa Tom Fishing was the first one in here. My guess is that he's lurking. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to be doing is the, zebra Danios just because it's easy. Oh, you only climbed 2 poles today. Well, that's good. What's an average day of pole climbing, Anthony? Is this like a 1 or 2 a day, and then you have days where you're going up and down 10 or 12? Well, I think the rain stopped. That's good. Mm. Diet Gatorade. It's either that or a Fresca. Or I do have the sparkling ice, which are good. But I had one of those today. I don't know what he's up to. He's sort of just moving around here, the dog. Hey, a snakehead. I think those are illegal in beautiful Missouri. I have to look that up. Come here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get him a treat so he gets up here. Hold on. I think he wants a treat. Oh, I almost fell. That would have been good. All right, coming. Okay, Bolo, come on. All right. Here he comes. He wants to play. All right, come on over. Come on over. Say hi to everybody. All right. He's showing a little energy for a 13-year-old dog. Sit. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. No. Take it. Yeah, the northern snakehead would be really good, actually. Sit. Or, even though I think, well, northern snakehead's pretty aggressive. It's an arowana would be good too. Hat Trick Farm, how are you? It's I think people forget the northern snakehead in the country of its origins in Asia. They are well known as delicious. And no, we're just talking about a fish for called guppies to go swimming with. And that's what we're talking about. 16 here, 9 likes, 9 thumbs up. Thank you guys. And excellent. Thank you very much, David Samsel, for wearing the official Mobb Guppy t-shirt. Easy to get. Link is below, and you all can enjoy the wonders of having Mobb Guppy wear. There's I won't mention which channel this is. Okay, I will. Our buddy Michael's Fish Room only wears Michael's Fish Room tees, which is good branding. And I probably should think about doing that because I think that would be, but that would take something called planning. And I occasionally will see that Tiger King T-shirt. Okay, well, I haven't worn that one in a while. Who is my favorite South Park character? Yeah, it goes between 3. Butters, Eric Cartman, Randy Marsh. I enjoy all 3 of those very much. Obviously, Stan and Kyle are great. Yeah, Butters. Can't go wrong with Butters. Butters is pretty cool. Yeah, so Bolo wants to eat, so he's up here eating by hand. This is how spoiled this little dog is. I love Chef, but Chef's been off the show, for probably close to 15 years after Isaac Hayes got upset when the guys went after and made fun of Scientology, because Isaac Hayes was a Scientologist. Maybe people don't know that, and so yeah, they and he quit, with like, instead of talking to them, saying, hey, and the idea is you're doing that South Park thing and you don't think they're going to be making fun of your religion sooner or later, well, or making fun of anything that you think is cool. They're going after everybody. They just go after everybody at some sort. Then they do stuff like, remember, they kept going after people who were redheaded, the gingers. Well, then they come back and do Eric Cartman coming to the defense of redheads. It was great. Absolutely great. So yeah, I love the show. I can't wait for the new episodes this fall. I have no idea what they're gonna do. So it's I think it's I think it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with. Yeah, but for a fish, for a guppy that isn't quite right, I don't get many genetic deformities. I can think of fry, and I've had hundreds of fry come, fat fry thousands. I can only think of 3 fry that I have had in the last couple of years that have had a genetic issue. And they didn't come from, they were all from different lines. I don't know how that works. I have no idea. It's South Park, the 2016 election was probably the funniest episode in the world. I mean, they were on it. This last season was also very funny because they were paying attention to Randy Marsh and the marijuana industry and making fun of that. So, yeah, it works. It was the season before that where I thought it was like not really that great. Anybody see anything on Netflix lately that you're all popped up that you think is really good? You know what I have not watched yet? I haven't watched The Irishman, and maybe this weekend I'll put aside 5 hours to watch it. I have not seen Ozark either. I need to watch both of those. Watch both of them. So it, yeah, you know what? Bolo's passport is good. My passport is good. It's, the deal is with dogs. When you travel internationally with a dog, you have to know where you're going and all that. He's been to Canada a couple of times. He's been to Mexico a lot. And, it's getting the health certificate, and then you're usually in pretty good shape. You're watching a Harlan Corbin-based series on Netflix. And yeah, Undiscovered Country. Yeah, so as you can see, Bolo apparently was very hungry because I'm just feeding him away piece by piece. He has little teeny foods because he's small. His teeth aren't that great. He probably should have a few pulled out. But it's because he has a heart condition that can't be done. Yeah, okay. He wants to get down. We'll see if he comes back, but he wants to drink because he ate a bunch of food. So he'll probably go back and go to sleep. No, I'm not hearing him drink. Oh, there he goes. And yeah, Bolo, by the way, he has a heart condition. He's on medicine. It's is that I have noticed though in the last couple of weeks he does not have. You take him out for the walk. He's now allowing his tail to fall back, where normally he's had that right on top. Again, I don't know what the whole deal is there. Hey, thank you very much. John Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. Great having you here. Enjoy packing up your fish. And we'll talk to you later on. No, again, guys, it's anytime that you're able to come and spend here, I really appreciate because that's it's going. Let's see here. You have a new attack command for Bolo when he hears the words Doug or Greg spring into action with his crossbow. You see? Yeah, I'm still waiting for my money to arrive. As soon as my money arrives, I'm going to do that flooring and then start putting it up. I think this weekend, after the live stream, I'm going to make another drive to beautiful Arkansas, and or I may go to Springfield because I think the Zaxby's in Springfield, I think their dining room is open. Let's find that out. Since we're here, let's find out. Zaxby's near me. Okay, let's look. All right. Okay, the closest one's Springfield. Hey, Bolo. Okay, we're going to call this right now. Hold on, gang. Because I've got to find out about my chicken eating. Oh, brother. Bolo, chill.
South Campbell, how may I help you?
Hi, do you guys have seating inside?
We do. We just have to wear a mask when you come inside.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, bye-bye. I guess I'm going to go to lovely Springfield and hit the Zaxby's in Springfield. Yeah, now you pretty much know what's going through there. There's no open indoor dining in Philly and probably not any at in Pennsylvania yet. You know, it's do I have to get you? You want a treat? What do you want? What do you want? He probably wants to poop, but we'll keep as long as I can be here. Because remember, my life surrounds by this little dog and what he wants in life. Hold on. Okay, come on. Yeah, he's got water. So my guess is that he wants to poop. As you can see, he's giving out the orders, everybody. Come on up. Oh. Yeah, let's see here. If you have one of those Permanente brother sandwiches, is that a chain in Pennsylvania? I like a good sandwich, by the way. Hey. All right, gang. He's going to drive me nuts and go from there. Thanks for being the live stream. I'm going to have to. Yeah, I am Bolo whipped. Hey, yes, this dog runs my little life here, but I need to go do that. Well, it's a Pittsburgh thing. All right. Well, that sounds good to me. All right, gang. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on Saturday, if not sooner.